Hey everybody, it's Ryan here from Android Calls. I'm here to do a review on the Mi Band 3. This is from Xiaomi. Comes in this very nondescript little box. I bought it on Amazon for just under 50 bucks, and it came with, well, it's all in Chinese, so I couldn't read it. But hey, for under 50 bucks, that's great. You can't get the Band 3 on their website. You have to get it through somewhere else. But it's 47 bucks online, and it was, I thought, you know what, a good chance for me to try to get it for my son. It didn't come in before Christmas, so I ended up buying my son a Fitbit, just needed something for Christmas. When this came in, I thought, you know what, I'll give it a try. It's not as big as my, Wear OS Moto 360, but I thought I'd try it out. It feels a little archaic in the fact that you've got a little screen here. Now, I actually kind of like that you have a little button, if you can see in the angle there, that you just can press. Now, aside from that, you can still swipe through and go through the different features. And you can play around with what actually gets shown here. And that's kind of nice. I mean, it's a little bit customizable, and apparently there's a whole ROM you can play around with. With my son's Fitbit, this is the Alta HR, you can't just tap it. You can't swipe it. You have to really smack it, and you can't just tap it. You gotta smack it to switch. So with this, it's kind of nice that I can just tap and go through. There's my steps. I can go through the distance I've gone today, calories burned, how much my battery percentage is. Tap it again to go back a screen, and I can keep going through the settings. Notifications. Now, I'll get into notifications in a bit. Notifications, heart rate. So again, I can long press, and then it'll start doing my heart rate. It's really hard to do this in front of the camera. Alright, any second. Usually it's much more faster than this. There we go. I get a forecast tomorrow, which is kind of nice. Back to go out. Now, I also get activities. So you only have two. You have a treadmill activity, or you have just exercise activity. Treadmill. Now, it doesn't, I don't know why it only allows you those two, but apparently this is a recent feature for them to add in just to even have this. So it's a kind of count your lucky stars kind of thing. The idea, you hold it and you start running, it'll monitor your heart rate, which gives you your heart rate. So if those of you who follow that method where it's 180 minus your age, try to stay in that heart range when you're running. But it was kind of neat to play around with. And then you can go into the more settings. You have a timer. You can put it in silent mode. You can use it to find your device, which is kind of cool. And then you can play around with the screen. That tells you, you can play around what kind of model, what do you want it to show on the front display, and I like that. But yeah, so it's fun, a nice little band. It's got a bunch of cool little features. It uses a little, I don't know what you call that, little thing to poke into it. Hold in there. It actually holds out quite well. You flip it through the back here to open it up, and it's in there really tight. So I'm really worried about how long that band will hold up in terms of the number of times you can pull it out and not ruin it. Once you pull that out, you get the little charger and you plop it in there and it charges. I mean, it seems like a bit of a pain, but I mean, you do the same thing with any of these Fitbit ones as well. And to be honest with you, you do this not very often. I've lasted about 7 days before it hits 50%. And that's it checking my heart rate every 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes it checks my heart rate, and it goes through, and it's 7 days, 50%. That's pretty good. You can turn off the heart rate monitoring and only use it for when you do workouts, and it'll be fine. I mean, it'll last like 20 days, they say. So, I don't know. I really like it. Takes a little bit of getting used to putting this. Oh, it's hard to do this with this camera in the way. Well, anyways, I don't want to hold the video. You can see how small it is compared to my Moto 360. It's weird not having that on my wrist these days. But I wanted to show you the app that it comes with. So the Mi Fitness app, the biggest thing I like about it is that it actually connects into my Google Fit data. So it automatically in Google Fit data, it it tells me how many steps I've had, all that kind of stuff. Not as fast as I would like. You kind of have to manually do it. It's it's just resyncing the data, and it's the same number, so it's fine. And I can't tell you how often my son's Fitband loses sync and all that kind of stuff. You can leave it on all night long and see your sleep patterns. And you can see how much sleep you've had. I think you can go the day before and see how your sleep is or good. Mine's pretty terrible. Look at my last workout. So I think I put it on treadmill. I can readjust the distance, I believe, right? Because that wasn't the right amount of distance. And it gives me all sorts of fun information, heart rate information. That's my daily heart rate information. There's my weight. So pretty cool stuff. You can do manual workouts here if you want. But the big thing is go into here and you can tap in and see the My Band. And you can do things like, it's going to syncing in the background. Why is it syncing? Okay. Take your time, take your time, take your time. Come on. You can set up like stuff like incoming calls, so you can see on it. Event reminders, alarm clocks, so you can get the buzz in the morning to wake you up. This is where you have to go into app alerts and say, what apps will you have notifications show up on the thing? None are set up by default, so you have to personally go in there and pick them all out. So you go through all your apps and choose which ones do you want to see, which is kind of nice. I mean, you can sort of do that on Wear OS. In Wear OS, you automatically have them. The only thing is it doesn't sync those app alerts. So if I clear out an app notification on here, it doesn't clear it on my phone. So that's kind of a pain. Plus, if we go to it, the notifications, well, it can only do 5 maximum. And sometimes it gets really weird. Like, it'll have 2 just for my messages plus because the old message, it's kind of weird. Then you can't really see all the message. So, but it's not really meant to act like Wear OS where you get all, it's just that you have something, go check your device. I like having this idle alert so that if you have been not moving for an hour, it reminds you. You can do the find band, and so kind of cool things. Heart rate detection, right? Band location, if it's on the left or right list. Night mode. Have that off. Weather settings. Firmware edition. You know, I can make sure that's the right firmware. But what I wanted to do is go into, you can see how I can add in Google Fit. And it syncs my Google Fit data, or to my Google Fit data, which is really nice. So if you're like me, now again, that's not exactly true, I don't think. There we go. So it just I have to kind of manually update it now and again. So I can go down and see, and it tells me which ones have been brought in by Me Fit. There's all my activities. So kind of cool that it's got all this features, and it still works with Google Fit. So, I mean, for under $50, this Alta HR, I got my son, was over $150, 150 I think it was. That was what I got for it. And this thing has been nearly flawless and much easier to work with. The only thing is, I guess, what people like about the Google or the fact that with Fitbit is that you can add friends. So you have to add other friends who use MyFit. But I mean, for this, I can start getting all my friends outfitted with it. Anyways, I'll have a full wrap on the website. If you have any questions, I think this is an excellent option for a fitness tracker if you're looking to do something for your 2019 resolutions. Definitely inexpensive, very easy to set up. Just the one I got from China took quite the while to come in, so it was a couple weeks after what I said. But anyways, that's my video. If you have any questions, guys, just shoot me away. Thanks so much.